Hello guys, this is Vysh. So news update number 20. The fifth ocean has been recognized. You know there are 4 oceans which we study in schools: Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic. Now there is one more ocean. So it's obviously nothing like a new thing is discovered. Already there are water bodies, but something has been recognized by someone as the fifth ocean, and from now students will have to study this also. So this UPSC point of view, it will be part of your topic in GS mains and very important. So we'll see what is the update and who has recognized it and what is all is the news updates regarding it. So a question: which of the following is the smallest ocean in the world? Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. You know the largest one is Pacific, that I have not mentioned here. So after Pacific Ocean, one of them is the smallest. So which is the smallest one? The Southern Ocean is the one we are discussing today, which is the newest one. So that one the smallest now, or whether any of the other existing 3 is the smallest one? By end of this video, I'll tell you the answer. So tweets have been coming in from National Geographic. 4 oceans or 5. It is the World's Ocean Day, and National Geographic is making a change to recognize the Southern Ocean as the 5th official ocean in our atlases and maps. Okay, so World Ocean Day, June 8, this kind of tweets were coming out. The ecological boundary of the Southern Ocean follows a sinus lines around the Antarctic continent called the Antarctic Convergence or Polar Front. So like this, it is a line. So it is roughly 60 degree. It's not like based on Antarctica land which is going on melting. There is another criteria of how these boundaries are defined. So that also I'll tell you in this video. So National Geographic adds 5th ocean to the world map. The change marks the first time in over a century that the organization has redrawn the world's oceanic maps, which have historically only included 4. Since National Geographic began making maps in 1915, it has recognized 4 oceans. You know, the Atlantic, Pacific, Indian and Arctic Ocean. So now, after a century, a 5th one has been added. The Southern Ocean has long been recognized by scientists, but because there was never agreement internationally, we never officially recognized it. Okay, this is what the National Geographic Society told. That I'll tell you the reason. The Indian Ocean, if you see, the name is coming after a country. Okay, so that made many people unhappy. Okay, like Australia felt like, okay, this side ocean we are not calling Australian Ocean, and China is like, this side we don't have any ocean. So they don't have an ocean after their name. So they, like China started like East China Sea, South China Sea, that kind of naming convention you will be seeing. Okay, but Australia was going on claiming like this Southern Ocean is should be called like Austral Ocean, Australia Ocean, like that. Many names they were suggesting. So they were fighting based on the name, and so agreement was not coming, and that is why it was not recognized. But now something happened that they have recognized it. So that we'll see. Starting on June 8, it will recognize the Southern Ocean as the world's 5th ocean. National Geographic announced it was recognizing the body of water encircling the Antarctica as the Earth's 5th ocean, the Southern Ocean, and so no longer now it will be called Antarctic or Austral Ocean. It will be called only Southern Ocean, meaning nobody has any claim to it. Okay. The Southern Ocean encompasses the water surrounding Antarctica with boundaries roughly centered around a latitude of 60 degrees south. You know latitude, longitude concept, right? Latitude means the central one will be, that is the horizontal, center line will be equator, 0 degree. Then above that there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 till 90 degree north, that is Arctic, and then south also it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 like that 90 degree south, Antarctic. So in 60 degrees south, okay, below the equator, this thing will be there. Below that will be the Southern Ocean. The area is slightly bigger than twice the size of the USA. Okay, so USA country you can imagine. So twice the size of that is the size of this. But it excludes the Drake Passage and the Scotia Sea. So this is for your UPSC exam or any exam point of view. If you see South America is here, Antarctica is here, between, you know, like this water body is there. So here there is a passage which is called Drake Passage. Okay, and here there is the sea, Scotia Sea. So this will not be included in the Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean will, because here the latitude will be 50, 60 degree, that range. Okay, so below that is where the Southern Ocean will start. So for exam point of view, you should know this points. Okay, now how is the oceans, like when you tell someone, how will you tell? You will tell like, okay, beyond Africa and between America, whatever is there, it is Atlantic Ocean. Then you will tell between Africa and between Australia, this area we call it Indian Ocean. Then between this Asia's Australia region and the Americas, it is Pacific Ocean. So you always use continent as a reference to tell like, okay, this is lying between this is lying between this. But Southern Ocean, you will not tell that. Okay, Southern Ocean, you should not tell that. That is what they are telling. Southern Ocean naming, okay, it is different from the other oceans in its designation by current and not by continent. Okay, Southern Ocean is defined by a current, specifically the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, that is ACC. Okay, so this current, you know, there are many currents going on in the ocean, warm current, cold current, and this has its own usefulness also. So this current is what will decide. Okay, this is flowing from west to east, and from South Pole, if you see, it will be in a clockwise direction. That I'll show you another picture so that you will clearly understand. This ACC pulls water from the Atlantic, Indian and Pacific. Okay, from these 3 places, it pulls the water into this ocean to transport heat around the earth. You know, like this ocean water, always the top one will be little warmer compared to the bottom one. It will be colder. Okay, the down will be colder. So when water comes up, it is called upwelling. Water goes down, it is called downwelling. So this upwelling and downwelling is very important factor in mixing of this heatness, coolness, and this nutrients mixing. All these things is very important. So this ocean plays a very major role, and so it is crucial. Okay, it's a crucial component of global climate change. The waters of the ACC are also colder and less salty than the oceans above. This is again a factual thing. It's a colder one, you know, it's in the poles, and it is less salty than the oceans above it. Okay, compared to other oceans, this is less salty. So this only I told, if you see west to east, it will be going, and it's clockwise because you are looking from the south pole. Okay, suppose you are at the south pole and you are looking the globe, then you will feel it is going like this. Okay, it is going clockwise direction. So in your exam also always mention that, like you are looking from the south pole, then it is clockwise direction. Okay, it's mentioned here as seen from the south pole. So very few factual things you can gather for your exams also, like what is there, what are the nutrients it is supporting. Whales, seals, and penguins, and albatross, and all kind of species are there. Okay, some species are only found there. Okay, so it's very, very important to preserve that area also. And the southern, it's a sailing route, that Drake Passage and all that area which I showed, it's the fastest sailing route. You know, there are no continents and there is no blockade. It can go very like people who travel around the globe and all, they take this route also. Okay, and this capes, 3 continental cape below Africa, the last point is Cape Agulhas. Then this southeast cape is Australia's point. Then this Cape Horn is South America. Okay, so this kind of factual points for your exam point of view, please make a note. Now, Southern Ocean had already been recognized by the US Board on Geographic Names in 1999. Okay, it's a US body. And again by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, which is also a US body. Okay, earlier in 2021, you can see here, it's a scientific American agency which is taking care of all these kind of things. Okay, it's their government body. So this marks the first time National Geographic has done something breaking away from the IHO. So now IHO is something which is important, you have to know. That is International Hydrographic Society. Okay, which is actually not like this country kind of bodies. It is a independent and intergovernmental organization where governments work together, and it is also working with the United Nations. So this is the more important body, but they have not ratified this. Okay, from 2000 or 2002, this kind of proposals are there. It's like declare this as the 5th ocean, but they have not yet ratified. Okay, they had earlier ratified in 1937. In 1937, recognized the ocean, but because that, as I told, the countries were fighting for the name and all these things, it repealed the designation in 1953 and is yet to reinstate it. So now, hopefully, because these bodies have done, and now it is like going to come in that classes in Western countries and all, this IHO also will be going to approve it. Okay, so this is an intergovernmental organization, and it is an observer status at the UN. Okay, it's not a member of the UN, it's not a part of the UN, but UN gives very important bodies a status called observer status. Okay, so it has its own significance compared to the US bodies. Okay, so and if you see, it's a very old body, 1921 onwards it's there, and they are the ones who will be giving lot of these things, statements and approvals and designations to different water bodies. Okay, so now why suddenly this change happened from National Geographic channel or National Geographic body? It is due to the conservation efforts surrounding the Southern Ocean. Last month, if you remember, we had also made a video that the world's largest iceberg, which was more than 3 times the size of Los Angeles, broke away from the Antarctica. So that big icebergs are breaking away, and people are not having much conservative efforts there. Okay, in February, before that, another iceberg larger than New York City also broke off. So this kind of things are happening, and we have to preserve it. Why? Because if you are not conserving, these people are the ones, okay, these guys, the penguins, okay, who live only there in southern point, they are the ones who are going to suffer. Okay, their landmass, okay, they are born on this land, they are not born on water, they are born on the land, and they need some area first before even learning to swim or before they grow up. Okay, so this area, which is very important to them, if we don't preserve, their life is going to end. Okay, already many species are getting extinct just because of human activities and humans not conserving the nature. So this is what is going to happen. Okay, and not only penguins, there are many other animals. If you see, this thousands of species of marine life also inhabit the Southern Ocean and can be found nowhere else on the planet. The Southern Ocean encompasses unique and fragile marine ecosystem that are home to wonderful marine life such as whales, penguins, and seals. It also stores carbon in the deep ocean. So carbon sequestration, which is also very important for our global warming control and all, that is also done by this ocean. So we have to, at what all cost happens, it has to be protected. Okay, that is why this move is being done. Now in conclusion, it is done to bring awareness to and promote conservation of the waters, and also because of its unique attributes, which scientists and geographers have long recognized. The biggest impact from the change will be on education. Students learn information about the ocean world through what oceans you are studying. If you don't include the Southern Ocean, then you don't learn the specifics of it and how important it is. So we all know 4 oceans. Why? Because if you ask anyone, they will tell you the 4 ocean names, and you will know this is the size, this is the biggest, this is good for transport, this is good for fishing. You will know everything. But about Southern Ocean, you are not teaching the children. Then how will they know? So that is why it is very important to be added into the atlas and map, and then it will be useful, and it will be going to make about a big change, okay, if everybody starts studying about it. So finally, to end this video, the answer to that question, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, Arctic Ocean and Atlantic Ocean, the smallest ocean is still the Arctic Ocean only, okay. The Southern Ocean is now the 5th ocean, but it is slightly bigger than Arctic Ocean, okay. So the answer for the smallest ocean in the world is Arctic Ocean, okay. So hope this session was useful. Please subscribe so that we can keep this free content alive, and we'll come up with new videos again. Thank you and have a nice day.